Okay, compassionate witness. This is where we get into what I call the meat. This is how we manage a situation, a scenario, a peer, a family member. This is how we're going to bring value and vulnerability and compassion to the individual that's struggling. This is our support. This is our role, our only role. We need to be aware of these 6 core human needs. Now these 2 are at birth. Odds are, if you look back on your childhood, a lot of us in this room didn't have a full sense of acceptance or self-expression when we were a child. Those types of personalities end up in police, law enforcement, or military. And because of that, we tend to crave that throughout the rest of our life. And then, if you have that, then what the nervous system needs is to feel safe, seen, soothed, and supported. That's what we have to offer. That's what we have to offer the peer. That's what we have to offer our coworker, our spouse, our kids. But in our course of conversation today, our peer, somebody that's struggling. You're asked to make a peer contact. Remember when you go to make that phone call or that contact? Remember, this is what I need to offer. I need to let them know they're accepted the way they are. There's nothing wrong with them. I need to let them express what's going on. They need to feel safe. I need to make sure they're being seen. I need to offer a way to soothe them, and I need to support them. So, value versus crap. I have a joke. I say you have to leave your crap at the door. All right, so value versus crap. So, this is value. We'll go over that in a minute. That's a little bit more in depth. The crap is a little bit easier. This is what we don't do. No one likes to be crapped on, right? So this is what we don't do. No collusion, no rescuing, no advice giving, no problem solving. The worst thing that you can offer somebody when they're in a crisis moment is a solution. Like, hey, let me solve your problem for you. It's not that bad, is it? Look at the bright side, right? We don't want to solve their problem, give an advice. You know what I think you should do is? No, we just need to be there for them. We need to be the compassionate witness for them.
Wait.
How do we do that? These are our tools. This is how you add value to somebody. This is how you add value to your peer that's struggling. The V is for validation. It involves acknowledging, accepting your partner's feelings, experiences as legitimate and understandable. As legitimate and understandable. You can't diminish it. Even if you don't agree. That's a big one. A lot of us like to dismiss when we disagree, right? That's not going to help their nervous system. Remember, safe, seen, soothed, supported. It's about affirming their emotions without judgment or criticism. I can understand why you feel that way. It makes sense you would feel that way. Abnormal situation, normal reaction. It makes them feel heard and valued. You want to get somebody that's struggling to open up to you, you make them feel safe. You give them a place where they know there's no judgment, there's no criticism, and they can be accepted for where they are. And they will sit with you all day long. You make them feel guilt or shame one time, they will never talk to you again. And more importantly, they'll lose faith in our program. That peer support stuff, that doesn't work. Dude came and I felt worse after they left. That's the worst thing that could happen. And we mean well. We'll go over that over empathy versus sympathy at the end. Attunement. Just like a radio station, right? We got static on the radio, you mess around, you tune in your radio. We need to tune in to the person we're sitting in front of. We need to pick up what they're not putting out. We're listening in conversation for the static. We're tuning in to what isn't being said. To their thoughts, their feelings, their needs, their sensitivities, their awareness. It involves being present. Okay, let's talk about presence. We all know when somebody's with us or they're not with us, right? How many times you've been talking to somebody, we got those smart watches now, and you're in the middle of a conversation, and they're like, and then they look at their watch. Makes you feel what?
Devalued.
Worthless, invaluable, I don't matter. I've walked out of conversations with the chief and with a captain. No, I want to hear what you're saying. No, you don't. If you did, you would have been present for that conversation. Emotionally and physically. Like, you've got to physically be there.